Brandon Cutler here from AEW, and I hope you guys have an awesome podcast with the MonsterCast.
What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful here. You're watching the MonsterCast with Jack and Ryan. A big shout out to those fellas. Good people. Check them out.
Here's your host of the MonsterCast, the Straight Edge Monster, Jack and Ryan.
NXT Battleground review. Alright, so there's the pay-per-view or PLE or whatever the hell you want to call this thing. It wasn't terrible. It was not terrible. But I will say this. Yeah, Ryan didn't watch it, so I'm just gonna let you know.
I got life.
There was somebody had tweeted out on Twitter, obviously, that they said Ricky Starks has the best spear in wrestling. And I disagree. Braun Breaker has the best spear in wrestling. The last few spears I've seen this man fucking hit are fucking brutal. Brutal. He has one in this match against Carmelo Hayes that was like, I was like, oh my god, Carmelo Hayes is fucking broken in half. It was fucking insane. The match itself was okay. My favorite match of the night was actually what everybody's been talking about, which is Dragunov and fucking Dijak. And it's crazy because a lot of people was like, oh, Dijak is only Dijak and Lee and that's it. He can't have a good match with anybody else. And he had a really good match with Brody Lee one time in NXT. And I think he's found another really good rivalry right here with Dragunov because that match was nuts. It was the last man standing match. It was fucking crazy. Dragunov won, of course. But that is, if you had to go back and watch one match on this entire card, that is obviously the match. Tiffany Stratton won. So Ryan is very excited because he's been saying that Tiffany Stratton should be getting a push for a few months now, I believe. So now you can't get a bigger push than that. She won. That match was actually pretty solid as well. The triple threat match was pretty good. The Creed brothers and Gallus was fine until the ending when Ava Raine came out and distracted them by knocking out Ivy Nile, and that's why the Creed brothers lost. And I'm sitting there like, I don't like that. That's dumb. I don't like it when they use the pay-per-view to set up another feud in the pay-per-view. Can we not just fucking have that match end and then fucking you do that either after the match or the next week on NXT? It's a title match. I mean, if it's a non-title match, I'm okay with it. That doesn't really affect anything. But having a title match between Gallus and the Creed brothers, and then involving yourself as a member of Joe Gacy's group that also has a tag team in it, which I assume that's why they're gonna do it, or what they're gonna do. They're gonna have the Creed brothers versus fucking the rest of whatever the fuck they're called now, Schism or whatever the hell they're called.
I thought they were doing the Tony
because they didn't get the release like they wanted to. That's fucking dumb. Like, why are you setting up something else? So now it's gonna have to be a triple threat for it to make any sense. And I don't want to see fucking triple threat matches all the goddamn time. We don't need to see a million goddamn triple threat matches a year. We just saw a fucking fatal four-way tag team match at Stand and Deliver, I believe it was. So, like, come on. Just finish that match and move Gallus onto something else and then move the Creed brothers onto something else. So I really didn't enjoy that ending. And then the Dragon Lee losing to Noam Dar was kind of a shocker, honestly. What the fuck are they doing with Dragon Lee, dude? Are they, like, just burying him just because he said he wanted to be the next Rey Mysterio and they're like, no, fuck you? Like, what is happening? What in the fuck is going on? Everybody's talking about, oh, Cody shouldn't have gone to WWE. You know who shouldn't have gone to WWE? Dragon Lee shouldn't have gone to WWE. Jesus Christ.
I saw a clip of that match where he kind of fucks up a move on the apron. It looked pretty nasty.
Oh, you're talking about when he turned the thing into a powerbomb and he missed the apron and went to the floor? Yeah, I mean, that was a cool fucking move. I don't know what you're talking about. I thought it was awesome.
I mean, still.
And Noam Dar is the one that messed it up, not Dragon Lee.
I didn't say it was his fault. I just said it was a messed up move. But
I don't know if he's gonna post any pictures of it, but you really should go out of your way to look at Dragunov's injuries if you ever, if you're not gonna go back and watch that single match, which I think you should. it was a crazy fucking match. If he posts his injuries and his arms and his back and shit, he got fucked up. Dragunov is... Oh, and by the way, I want to post this because we just got done talking about Night of Champions, and we had ranted about the Cody Brock thing, and clearly they're trying to make Cody fucking look strong and tough, and it came off completely wrong. If you want to see how to make somebody look strong and tough and still get the W over the bigger guy, look at this fucking Dragunov Dijak match. That's how you fucking do it. Not fucking, oh, I didn't tap out and I passed out from a double wrist lock. That's stupid. This is how you fucking look strong even though you got your ass kicked. This is how you do it. Not, hey, I rolled him up while he had me in the Kimura, got the pin, and I ran away. So, I guess the learning tree isn't all that bad over there in NXT because they did that way better than fucking Triple H's boys over there on the fucking main roster at Backlash. Watch that match and tell me that you're not thinking that Dragunov is a fucking strong or a tough motherfucker. And then you watch the Cody and Brock Lesnar match at Backlash and you tell me that Cody came out of that looking like he was tough. Come on. That's how you do it. That's how you fucking get that point across. People would have been fucking cheering Cody like a motherfucker if he would have done what Ilya just did in that match with Dijak. Overall, I'd give this NXT show probably... All right, let me go through it. The Ilya match is so fucking good. That match, if that doesn't get 4.75 stars minimum, I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked. Dave was obviously at Double or Nothing live, so he's probably gonna have to watch this today at some point before he can give any star ratings or anything. But I'd be interested to see what his star rating is for that match, because I'd be even tempted to go 5-star. All right, so I like that one. That's easily the best one. I would say the Wesley triple threat was probably edged out number 2 over Braun and Carmelo, and then Tiffany Stratton's right there. Dragon Lee wasn't a terrible match. You know, this was good. It was actually a pretty good, solid show. And it wasn't at fucking Full Sail, which also helped. They actually had a real crowd over there in Boston. Give it a B. Probably give it a B. I think it was a pretty solid fucking show. But like we were talking about, are there any matches you would go back and watch? There's one. And that's the Ilya Dragunov and fucking Dijak match. I would definitely go back and watch again. So anybody that didn't watch NXT Battleground, that's really the only match you have to go see, unless you're just a big fan of Tiffany Stratton, Carmelo Hayes, Braun Breaker type deal, because they had a solid match. So unless you were like just a specific, very big mark for somebody in this show that's on the show, and you just want to go out of your way, like if you don't watch NXT on a regular like you, I would say, yeah, you need to go watch this match. This match is fucking good. So that's my short and sweet NXT Battleground review.
Hey guys, did you like that video? If so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can also catch full episodes of the MonsterCast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts, and you can also catch us live every Sunday on Twitch. All links in the description below, along with some sweet merch from yours truly, the MonsterCast. Deuces.